Have you ever wondering how real estate developers determine the asking price for their products? And if this asking price is actually makes sense for the value that you are getting? If this entry point will allow me to grow my money into this asset or not? And who is actually determine whether you're gonna be profitable or not? Is it the name of the developer? Is it the entry point? Is it the factor that might push the price to the upside on the handover? Or is it the location or community or what exactly? You see, if your goal is to make money from an asset appreciation over the time of the construction, you're only gonna be profitable if you exit the investment. And developer exit is where you enter. So who is actually determines the developer asking price and your profitability when you exit the asset? It's simply you, the buyer or the investor. The buyer or the investor is the only person that determines the market price. You can accept the developer asking price as the investor, and the buyer or the homeowner or the end user will accept your asking price when you are exiting the asset. Developer introduced the opportunity and the asking price, and you as an investor accept it. And that when the developer made their money. And your money can be only made if a new buyer come and accept your price. So the very first question that you need to ask yourself before entering any real estate investment: will my asking price on the handover of this property make sense for a new buyer to come and buy it or not? You see, you might think supply and demand is the only factor to determine your profitability in the real estate investment in Dubai. But actually in the off-plan market, the demand in the present comes from the demand on overall in the city, the taxi-free lifestyle, the safety, the city itself, and many more reasons. And this traffic can be misled by brokers that create a hype on a project that's literally priced in the developer favor, not you. You see, big part of my career, I was part of a group leading developers in the Middle East, and I was in charge of structuring communities and organize launches and set up prices and payment plans. So basically, if there is only one thing that I'm good at, is to differentiate the good value from the hype. And if you continue this video till the end, you will get to know my system and my approach to evaluate whether to invest or to pass the real estate investment opportunity that you have at the moment. Look, your investment strategy should not be placed on today's demand. It should be placed on future demand. Because simply today's demand can be misdirected by hype. Broker can talk to you, ask you to invest in some project because it has a lot of demand, it sell out fast. But in the future, we don't know basically if this project will still have the same demand or not. If the developer that you are investing your money with will know how to create a demand on the end using product that they have or not. Your investment should be placed on a real demand that's gonna happen on the location, the community, the buyer target audience, and the search navigation that will happen on that location or that area in the future. You see, 99% of the real estate brokers in Dubai is actually a marketing people. They get the project detail just few days before you are getting it, and they pitch it to the investor straight away without taking the time to analyze and check whether these products are make sense and priced well and it has potential. And the reason why, because simply they don't know. They don't know how to go through a deep analysis to understand what is the cost per construction, what is the future demand on the location, what is the development legacy, what they can offer after the handover, what they can offer for the customer service or after sales service. They only care about selling the product, and you have to hurry up because launches are selling out very fast in Dubai. It's true. Launches are selling out very fast in Dubai because, as I said, the demand on the city are huge. But your challenge is not entering the market. You can enter so easy. Your challenge is actually when you are exiting the market. For example, Dubai Island. Most probably you've heard about this project in your search online when you are looking for property investment in Dubai. And you have seen tons of brokers making videos, doing marketing campaigns, talking about the potential that this hotspot have in Dubai. So the area is heavily marketed. And the reason behind that, because developers are actually heavily launching there. So what makes the developers launching there in the first place? Let's say if you have the same developer heavily launching in a different location, in the east or the west of Dubai, do you think the brokers will ask you to wait, to don't invest, till the developers start launching in Dubai Islands? Absolutely not, because this is their inventory to sell. They have to sell you what's available. And do not get me wrong, I'm not against Dubai Island as a project. I'm giving you an example for a project that sold as a plot from the master development Nakil or Dubai Holding with 200 dirham per square foot for the plot. And the cost per construction is around 350 dirham to 750 dirham per square foot. You can add to that some salaries, admin fees, marketing fees. That will lead us to a cost per square foot around 1200 to 1300 per square foot. And now the asking price in Island A for majority of development that they've never delivered anything in Dubai before, first time developer in Dubai, and they are asking for 4,000 to 4,500 dirham. Some project reach to 5,000 dirham per square foot. By the way, this is more than the market price for waterfront communities are ready now and mature in 2025. In addition to that, the flight path that's right across of Island A will definitely affect the occupancy rate and the demand on the ready properties. And I know the XP airport is gonna be shut down and shifted to the south, to Al Maktoum airport, but that will happen around 2031. And majority of the projects in Island A is gonna be handed over around 2029 maximum. So you have gap of 2 years. 2 years, the demand is gonna be less. This is what I'm talking about. You should not consider the demand today, because the demand today is actually coming from you as an investor. The demand in the future, 2 years, occupancy is gonna be less because of the noises. No end user, they're gonna live in a nice house close to the beach when they cannot pass every 5 minutes without noise of the flights that's coming from the airport. And actually the community is not 100% ready. And what I mean by that, let's say if a family or end user are coming to rent your property or buy it from you because they need something ready, they don't need to wait, and they need something to be close to the beach. A new property in 2029 started to be handed over. Aside from the flight path noise, the community is still not mature enough. There are construction everywhere around them, so they're not gonna feel comfortable to live in a construction. So buyers, tenant, they're gonna avoid. So you put yourself in 2 years stuck with your investment. You don't know what actually to do with it. Your property is gonna be empty. You cannot actually rent it. You cannot resell it. And maybe after that you could, after the airport are shifting, the community start being more mature. But do not enter something like that when you think that you can make money in 3-4 years. This is not possible. And if you have another opinion, you let me know in the comments. And because I was in the developer shoes, I can confidently tell you that 95% of the project in Island A is not meant or designed to be in the investor favor. It's actually in the developer favor. So how you actually evaluate if today's asking price will match the future demand and whether the price makes sense or not? Before you get in any investment in Dubai real estate, you have to ask yourself these questions. Who is my target audience to resell or to rent it out? Majority of the properties in Island A are selling for Airbnb rental. And as I explained the case in Island A, within 2 years after construction, that is gonna be the case. So of course it's gonna affect the future demand. So you tell me how come it's gonna be rented as a Airbnb properties, or how come you can resell it to end users that coming to live in the city, or maybe a long-term rental for somebody who need to live close to the beach. In all cases, I don't see a solution. So you need to understand who is your target audience, and does the project that you are buying with are matching your target audience that's gonna be coming, looking, searching in this location or the community in the future or not. The second question is what will make your target audience are interested in your product. For example, in Dubai South, a lot of people are buying properties right close to the airport, thinking when the airport are opening, their properties is gonna be appreciated the value. But the reality is nobody's actually like or love to live right close to the airport. People actually hate it. So the average duration in any major city in the world for anybody to go from their home to the airport is around 30-40 minutes. People doesn't like to live close to the airport like 1 or 2 minutes, right? And the people who actually work in the airport, I don't think they will be like to live 2 minutes from the airport with the noise that's coming from the fly pass in every 5-6 minutes. Third, you need to ask yourself, is this community that I'm buying in is actually duplicated or not? It could be duplicated in the future. The supply within the community is actually a lot or not? Is it announced how many people that might live in the community? How many residents the community have designed it to hold? I'll give you an example about this as well. There was a project that was in Business Bay by major developer here that meant to be very fast developer. And this building was consist of 3 buildings and they are sharing the same podium. And they have more than 3,300 units. Assuming that each and every unit will have 2 people, you are talking about 6,600 people living in the same project. Imagine if everybody of them have 1 or 2 cars. That's more than 12,000 or 13,000 cars in the parking. Exiting the parking is a challenge, and by living in the business bay, it's another challenge because of the traffic. This building, I don't think is designed for end users. They are talking that might be holiday homes. Let's assume that all of this unit is gonna be on holiday homes. Let's say 50% of them is gonna be in holiday homes. That's a lot of supply. And this building is also sold out. That shows you that actually the real demand that's coming on the city, and this demand can be misleading by brokers. They don't actually take the time to analyze and check if this product will match their investors' goals. Fourth is what elements will bring your audience attraction. If there is some mega project will happen within the community that will bring more attraction in the future or not. And does the price make sense in the few years? Let's say I'm entering at 3,000 dirham in a community that's on the water, that's accessible, that has more mega project that's gonna happen within the community, will attract more people. So if I enter on 3,000, I can potentially sell it at 5,000 per square foot when this mega project are actually announced or are actually during the construction or handed over if I need to wait. So more people will be looking at this community because of the real demand that's gonna be directed to this community when this mega project will actually finish. Final question, and the most important one. Does the developer that I'm actually investing with know how to create a demand on their communities? There are actually few developers in Dubai or UAE, they know how to create demand on their communities in the future. So what is the community that answer all of these questions? Dubai Creek Harbour. Check all the boxes for a great entry today and excellent exit in the future. Looking at Dubai maps 30 years back, the center of the city was Deira and Old Dubai. And that went few years after downtown of the city get first introduced to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid to be located 15 minutes away from Deira and Old Dubai. The same exact developer behind downtown of Dubai have created the first residential community in Dubai, Dubai Marina. So let's say any development, you name any development, they are launching a project in Dubai, they're gonna be mentioned in their brochure how far their project from downtown or Dubai Marina as a reference. And in the near future, the main reference in Dubai geographic will be two locations. As I explained in the previous videos, the district between Al Maktoum Airport and Jebel Ali Port, and the second location will be Dubai Creek Harbour. These are projects will reshape the Dubai geographic map and will be most demanded in the future. Looking at Dubai Creek Harbour from investment perspective, need to get a capital gains on a future demand, a community with 7.5 land acquisition and an icon tower called the Creek Tower is gonna be taller than Burj Khalifa, and 180 billion dirham Circle Mall was officially announced by Mohammed Al-Abbar, the CEO of Emaar, to be handed over within 3 years, will be 3 times the size of Dubai Mall, the most visited mall in the world. More elements like the Central Park, the community itself is family-oriented community. If you are a family, you can actually live there. If you are an investor and looking for investment gains in the future, this is actually the hidden gem that nobody's actually hyping it out. In the future, you'll hear a lot about it because of the mega project that's gonna happen in the community, such as the Circle Mall, as I said. Imagine 3 years from now, you're gonna have a mall that's triple the size of Dubai Mall, and imagine how many tourists and visitors and traffic is gonna be there. Also there is gonna be school. The proximity of downtown and Festival City and Ras Al Khor Wildlife Sanctuary is the most important nature reserve in Dubai. The community will include schools, hospital and metro station connect Dubai Creek Harbour with the major locations in Dubai as well. The mall, the Central Park and the Creek Tower will bring a lot of tourist traffic, and the school, the hospital and the waterfront lifestyle will create a demand from families and end users. The fair entry price per square foot for a branded residence like Vida, Palace, Address was priced per square foot less than 3,000 dirhams. Make it a great opportunity and perfect time to enter now. The master developer has delivered the island district, and that equal around 30% or less from what is planning to happen there. Still 70% to be done and built in the community has a governmental vision and heavy investment and focus from His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid. And when you invest in a community has more than 70% launches in the pipeline, that ensure you a great capital appreciation even within the construction. Because if the developer are selling today as 3,000 dirham or less per square foot, within 5 to 6 launches from now, that price per square foot has to be increased. Aside from the major trigger price that's gonna happen there, such as the tower, imagine when the design of the tower officially announced, what was gonna happen to the prices over there. Imagine when they announce officially that they're gonna restart construction in the tower. What exactly will happen to the prices there? Of course, it's gonna be increased. So you can basically guarantee the appreciation and the rental demand. No other community will have a mall with triple size of the Dubai Mall. No other community will have tower that taller than Burj Khalifa, Central Park, metro station, school, hospital, just few minutes away from Al Badia golf course, nature lifestyle, water lifestyle, F&B, restaurant, coffee shop. This community has everything for you to take a decision and enter the market in a community like this. And I didn't even talk about the developer legacy. Emaar is a developer that has more than 20 communities in Dubai, with the highest number of transactions in the resale market, showing you how confidently the end user in Emaar projects, and also showing you how they can create a demand on their products in the resale market. Listen, Emaar is a developer that nobody lost a single penny investing in their vision. And right now, me and my investor are grabbing units in the Creek Tower district and also in the Century district that was launched 2-3 days ago. So if you have any question or need a tailored consultation, you can reach out to me from the link in the description below. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.